You may have seen a whole lot of van life photos that look like this, or like this, or even like this. Well, this is real life. This is van life in a Walmart parking lot, because that's where you end up sometimes. So hey, Chef Corso, Outdoor Eats, prepared to put you on the path to amazing meals on your outdoor treks, and very, very exciting, new development in the Vagabond Tour, new development for Outdoor Eats, is that I'm partnering with a van company. So thank you, Van Do It. They are definitely sponsoring this video. They are definitely sponsoring my life over the next couple months. So what you can expect over the next few weeks and the next few months from the channel is actually a lot of really fun and varied food content. We're gonna be cooking in a van, we're gonna be cooking by rivers, we'll be cooking great recipes for trail cooking, talking about different ingredients, and tasting some fun foods along the way. So if you like this kind of stuff, throw a subscribe over, comment on what you'd like to see as well. I love hearing from you. I love hearing that you're cooking recipes outside, what you're making, who you're sharing it with, and what you're doing. So again, we're in the Walmart parking lot. This is not fun. This is not glamorous. Actually, it's really not that bad. It's a beautiful day, as you can see. I am in Springfield, Missouri, and we're gonna cook up a quick recipe here today that is a great option to be able to cook up on the road. If you're in a RV, if you're in a van, if you're just car camping and you just need a quick, easy meal at the end of your day. So what we're making today is a quick Indian skillet. This is really, really great pantry ingredients you can get at Walmart or any grocery store, and then I've got a way to elevate it with some fresh ingredients. If you're interested in seeing a tour of this van, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a cook of this recipe, and then we'll do a full van tour of this specific setup of my Van Do It van. And so that could be pretty cool. It's really, really modular. I've slept in it the last few nights and it's been pretty darn nice. So stay tuned till the end if you would like a full van tour. Let's get cooking. All right, got my 2-burner camp stove all set up here with my cast iron skillet. You can cook this in any pot or any skillet. Really, really easy. Here is my pantry. Look at that. Oh man, all stocked with some stuff right now. So let's grab a couple things. So what we're gonna need is these pouches. So we've got our pre-cooked rices. You could also use instant rice too if you like, but I love having these quick and easy. And I've got a pouch of lentils. Already have some seasoning in here, which is great. Gonna need a little bit of salt. And I like mine a little bit more seasoned, so I've got some Indian curry powder as well. And then I've got a can of chickpeas or garbanzo beans. So 3 ingredients, main ingredients here. We've got rice, lentils, and chickpeas. You could also add some other protein if you like. This is our base recipe here, so just a few ingredients. Let's get these in the skillet and get cooking, and then we'll talk about ways to make it fresh and elevate this whole thing. So in this unit, I've got a nice cooler. Got some fresh ingredients here ready for me. Oh yeah, look at that. All right, I need a bell pepper. I need a spicy pepper, jalapeno I've got here today, a lemon. And then at the bottom, I've got one thing too. I got some baby tomatoes down there. So yep, I want to grab that. Nice. All right, I love this recipe because all of these main ingredients are already pre-cooked. We just need to warm them up. Add my rice. Add my lentils. And add my can of chickpeas. And I do like keeping the liquid or the water for this recipe. It kind of helps thin everything out. There we go. Yeah, get out there, buddies. Nice. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt. There is some salt already in here, but just a little bit. And I like a little bit of extra flavor, so I'm gonna add a little bit more curry powder. And highly suggest that you get some good spice mixes for your rig. They are a great way to add quick, easy flavor with no They are a great way to add quick, easy flavor with little volume to take up in your rig. Get my burner going. And all I'm looking for is for all of these flavors to come together and get nice and bubbly. But look at that. With 1 can of garbanzo beans, 2 pouches of pre-made pantry ingredients, we have a very, very hearty skillet here that is definitely enough for one person, one hungry bear, or 2 people. While this is cooking up, let's talk about my way to elevate this and make it nice and fresh. So one of the things that I love about going to Indian food is a lot of their sauces, or kind of their fresh crunch and fresh spice. So what I have here is a bell pepper, a jalapeno, some baby tomatoes, and a lemon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop this up and make this into nice little kind of fresh chutney or fresh salad. And I've been really experimenting with this over the last few weeks of the freshness of the bell pepper. You could do some serranos, you can do some poblanos, you can do some other bell peppers too if you like, but to really have this nice, fresh, zippy, spicy, crunchy thing on top and as a complement to our rich pantry ingredients and our rich Indian flavors here. It's something that I really like for Indian food, but also for a lot of other cuisines, is having something that's hearty and filling, but then something that's fresh and crunchy that can complement it. Also, it's going to give us a really, really great color. While our chickpeas, lentils, and rice was simmering, and through the magic of van life YouTube content, is I went ahead and chopped up our bell pepper, jalapeno, and some baby tomatoes. Also have my lemon here. And what you can also add to this is a little bit of garlic powder to flavor it up. Give it a nice squeeze of lemon. Very, very important. If you don't have a lemon, you could use some rice vinegar, some apple cider vinegar. That could be really, really good. But some sort of acidity is very, very important for this to give us that freshness. That little lemon seed out of there. Don't need that today. I'm also going to hit it with a little bit of olive oil. And what we're looking for this is to marinate up for a few minutes so those flavors can all come together and our vinaigrette could do its thing. But again, I love having some freshness, some crunch, some color, because as great as Indian food is, it's all kind of tan, it's all kind of drab, it's all kind of yellow, brown, and it needs a little bit of color to make it pop. Wow, look at that. That looks so, so good. So we are simmering up nicely here. This only takes a few minutes to be able to get to done, because again, all this stuff is pre-cooked. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the burner off there. Beautiful color, beautiful crunch, beautiful freshness. And it's really great to let this sit for at least 5 or 10 minutes. If you can pre-prep this and go have a campy happy hour, that's even better, but to really let those flavors come together. You could also add some sumac or a za'atar seasoning as well, but this is the quick, easy, basic version with the garlic powder and the salt. All right, this has been sitting for just a few minutes, and let's go ahead and finish this off. And all I like to do is to do a little sprinkle of our crunchy, flavorful salad. You can also throw some cucumber in here. But wow, look at the color on that. Nice. All right, let's give this a try. This smells really, really good. I have been jonesing for some Indian food. So let's give this a try. Wow, look at that skillet. Easily feed for two people. I'm just gonna put this down because it's a little hot and a little heavy. That's what she said. Yes. Wow, that is really, really good. I like my little addition of some extra Indian curry powder, a little bit more burst of flavor, get a little bite of that crunch. There's something about texture, folks, for some dishes. This skillet with the 3 pantry ingredients and the seasoning can be really, really good. Definitely fill you up, definitely be satisfying, but there's something about texture that is really, really important, and acidity as far as creating a full dish and a full complementary experience and a complementary bite. So I love having, again, those rich flavors, the hearty flavors from the pantry, the color, the texture, and the freshness from our veggies. And guys, I'm not really sad. I'm in a Walmart parking lot and I picked up most of these ingredients at the store here. This is really, really good. And this is part of it. You know, van life will take you to some gorgeous places, down a Forest Service road, by a river, by an alpine lake. Absolutely. It'll also take you here, and that's completely okay. That is part of the experience. Not every day is sunshine and rainbows and vistas and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes it is part of the road trip and part of the journey to be able to get here, to cook something great, to rest, and then to charge for the rest of your day or for the next day. So stay tuned for more great van content. Stay tuned for more great backpacking content. I've got so much coming your way this spring and this season to prepare you for your journeys and to prepare you for your trips. So get out there, cook this recipe, make it your own. There's also amazing ways to modify this as well with whatever fresh veggies, whatever pantry ingredients that you want to include. But now let's get to the good stuff. I don't know, this is pretty good stuff, but let's get to the van tour. But if you don't want to watch that, get out there, boca boca. All right, here's what we've got, folks. Hey, also, I don't have a name for this van. What should I call her? Don't know, open to suggestions. So for this specific version, we do have a Ford Transit. It is the long body, swivel chair, helpful, and this is my sort of cooking and storage setup. I don't need too much, so I kind of requested a smaller cooler and kind of less compartments, but you could also have more if you need. And what I have in here is my cooking stuff. So I've got my utensils, got my weasel bag of condiments, a couple camp stoves. We've got some soap and hand sanitizer, bowls, and stuff and things. More cooking equipment. And as we go down, just some other stuff. Nothing super crazy. And for this specific unit, it does not have a built-in burner, which is completely okay. I kind of like having the versatility of the camp stoves and, to be able to cook on the stairs or on a picnic table or like that kind of stuff. But it does have a sink with water and water pump. And then gray water goes down over here, which I actually need to empty. Also, hot van tip, which I'll share a whole lot more later. Start your trash. Start it now. And always, always throw away your trash. Just do it right now. It'll help your life a whole lot. And you saw a little bit of the pantry earlier. I'm a big legume guy, so I like my beans and my rices and things, but coffee maker, nuts, chocolates, sauces and seasonings and things. And for me, here's some of my clothes. This is life, folks. This is not super, super pretty. And then going to the back. So this is what it looks like when it is folded up. And there's a work desk here and then bed that folds out here, which I'll show you in a second, but all controlled by classic ratchet straps, which have frankly been pretty easy to use so far. Like anything, it takes a couple uses to really figure it out and to not bonk yourself in the head or that kind of thing, but so far so good. And they also gave me a camp chair, work chair. You know, for me, I have extra equipment, I have extra clothes, there's the blackout curtains and things. You know, I travel with my cookbooks, so I've got some of those there. Big body roller guy, so you definitely need that. But plenty of space for what I need for this specific few months. And also show you what I've got here. This is my spice cabinet. So a bunch of different spices. We've got tahini, garlic powder, soy sauce. You know, all the things that I need because I'm Chef Corso and I like cooking with a lot of great flavor. So that's been really helpful for me for any road trip or any car organization situation. That's kind of nice. So I'm going to flip the camera over and I'm going to set this whole thing up so you can see what it looks like. The other thing that's really nice is I am 6'2" and I can stand up here very, very comfortably, which is super, super nice. You know, for the short term, you're like, yeah, it's fine. I can be like this. We'll cook the things and work on the things, but it's really nice over the long term just to be able to stand and not be a hunchback. So that's really, really helpful for me. So let's set up our table. And what I've found so far is just to eyeball it, give it a push, give it a test before you lock it out, make sure it's generally level. Let's take a look here. Yeah, not bad. Lock those ratchet straps in place. And then what I've also noticed is that a lot of these surfaces are slick. They're not tacky, which is overall a positive because you want to be able to clean them and you don't want the dust and the sand to get caught in them. But then that's really sort of frustrating sometimes because you don't want your stuff sliding around even when you're just sitting here. So I have a couple things that have helped out so far to be able to give me a little bit of tack when I am working or when I am driving. Set up my computer right here. And there we go. I'm in business. I can write a new recipe, I can edit a video, and not bonk my head. And I can have the door open, nice breeze. You know, the other day I was in, where was I? Oh, I was in Wichita, Kansas, and I worked from a Whole Foods parking lot, you know, way off in the corner. There were a couple beautiful trees and some grass. I just situated myself away. I just situated myself over there, and I had this great little patio, and I worked there for the afternoon, took a couple calls, did some stuff, and it was absolutely delightful. And, you know, also there's some things with the van life situation of, you know, when it's rainy, it's less nice. Yeah, no kidding. But when it is beautiful, like today, 70, 75 degrees, a breeze blowing through, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, you know? Yeah, I don't think I want to be anywhere else. Maybe not a Walmart parking lot, but I'll take it. So let's set up the bed. I will say this bed is quite heavy, which is a good thing to be able to obviously to support myself. So it's just something to get used to as far as setting it all up safely. Oh, yeah, kind of like that. What I do like about this is this can be set up with the table set up as well. Got some other ratchet straps over here. Oh, yeah, get in there. Oh. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. So one thing to notice is there's not a whole lot of headroom, so you just have to be really, really mindful of that. Hopefully you don't have a bad dream and just come up and knock your head. But once you figure out how to maneuver, it's really, really quite nice. And I've slept in this for about 4 nights so far. And oddly enough, it's been some of the best sleep I've had in weeks. Don't know why that is, but I'll take it for sure. So this is my specific Ford Transit from Van Do It. It's been really, really good so far. I'm figuring out how to live in it, reorganizing and reorganizing based on when I use my items, where should I put some of the stuff. And you know, there's just a learning curve to it, but it's been really, really fun so far. And I can't wait to show more of how I'm living in the van and also some more fun recipes. But again, get out there, cook something on your road trip, cook something on your backpacking trip, and share it, because that's what it's all about, folks. Boca boca. Now, how to get down. Just do a little Spider-Man situation. With my long bird legs. Check, check. Here in the van in Springfield, Missouri. Yes. You may have seen a whole lot of van life photos that look like this, or even like this. Well,